Hello guys and welcome back to Chess with Osprey. Today we're going to be solving this puzzle. So it is black to move and white decided to move their c1 rook to b1. Now when we first see a puzzle, we need to calculate what kind of moves and checks we have um, that are attacking the white or your opponent specifically. So in this case we have three checks: rook to c1, rook to e1, and rook captures g2. Now, rook c1, we're obviously just giving out a piece, although some sacrifices do help with your position, but in this case, as you can see, we do not have anything good to do. And next, rook will come to a1 and simply attack on this pawn, where we will have no way of protecting it. So that is a bad move. Coming to e1 is basically the same thing as giving away the c1 rook. Simply, white will capture e1, and you could come to a2 with your rook, but that's not really going to be helpful in your position when you are winning. If you're winning in this case, why give a piece? Unless it's going to help you, which, as we can see, it didn't. So, last check is rook to g2. Rook to g2 is a very interesting move. Make sure to pause this video and think about it yourselves to see what what kind of situation will it help us have, or will it help us? So we need to calculate whether it's a good move or a bad move. So we can see that when we first start this, going to rook b1 is kind of giving black an advantage because it's opening this pin, and giving any check with the rook will help us capture this rook. Now coming to rook c1 is not very helpful because although we are attacking on the rook and it's a check, rook can simply capture. So we need to do a check with this rook. We need to try doing a check with this rook to open this path, and the check has to be something that only the king will be able to capture, not the rook. So by looking at this position, you can see that rook g2 is actually very helpful. Coming to rook g2, capturing on white will capture g2, rook will capture g2, king will capture, and as you can see, we have successfully opened the bishop's path. We will capture bishop to b1, knight to c6, attacking the pawn because that's clearly the only move white has to do. That actually is an attacking move. But here, sadly, white does not get anything from the knight to c6. We could simply come to a4, and later on, knight to b4, let's say. Simply coming to a3 is actually a correct move, because anything that white does, let's say, h4, will trade our pawn with the knight, and yeah. And when this is actually a very popular endgame where a person is up a piece, let's say a bishop, a rook, even a queen. Uh, yeah, they usually just sacrifice it to get a passed pawn. But usually, if you have a queen, it's better to defend the passed pawn and go into another queen. So yeah, that is all for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.